Is one of my many roommates. I think you're really going to enjoy him. Please put your hands together for Mr. Joel Elliott.
Tonight, due to illness, the role of most bitter comedian in the room will be played by Joel Elliott. Sorry Matthew Tate wasn't here to raise the bar on bitterness, but I had some bitter things planned to say. Hi Maggie Myers! So, much like Tara Jeffrey, I got out of a relationship around Thanksgiving, and so in the last couple of months, I have been getting back into the dating scene, so as I'm sure you would imagine, I am considering suicide. God, I wish I was joking. No, I'm not considering it because of the dating thing and isolation. I'm considering it because of a severe mental illness that I've dealt with my whole life. It's okay, guys. My last suicide attempt was when I was 9 years old. No, 10. Okay, there were two. When I was 10. But that was 27 years ago. I've thought about it every day since. I still haven't gotten around to it. You guys have nothing to worry about. I'm such a procrastinator. I'm gonna get diagnosed with cancer. I'm gonna be in the hospital, getting pumped full of morphine, in stage 4, and it's gonna occur to me. I'm gonna think, oh shit, I've been meaning to kill myself for the last 65 years. I wonder if I get this tube around my neck. I'm never gonna get around to it. So don't worry when you see me go into suicidal obsessions, because that's every day of my life. I just don't always talk about it, all right? I have been trying to get back into the dating scene, and it's, as you could imagine, it's not going well by the way that I'm talking, but, just the excuses. It's the excuses, I love when people are honest, because it's so rare. And, when people are honest with me, it's great. There are people that I've asked out that were just honest with me about where they are in life, and we still talk, and it's healthy, and it's fun. But when you throw, these weird excuses at me, I feel like you're insulting my intelligence. I've had people, I asked a girl out, and she said, oh, well, I don't want to date another stand-up comedian. That's something I'm trying to stray from. I'm like, has Jeff Dunham been screwing girls in our scene behind my back? Because, none of you ladies have dated a stand-up comedian. I'm sorry to burst your perspective bubble. We have one stand-up comedian in our scene that is close to being able to call himself a professional stand-up comedian. He has a job with which he buys food to put in his face, and the leftover food he puts in his family's face. The job pays for that. Stand-up comedy, yes, he does make money, but none of us are professional stand-up comedians. We are dudes that do comedy. So if you want to use that excuse, tell me I don't want to date any more funny dudes in my life, okay? If that's going to be the excuse to not get to know me. The other excuse, of course, that I'm getting, oh wait, no. The most creative excuse I got, I asked this girl out, and she said, I'm on a dating island right now, which I don't think is a thing that exists. But I accepted this, I was like, oh, okay, of course, dating, I'm just going to go ahead and paddle away in my canoe then. And as I'm paddling away, one of the other professional stand-up one of the other dudes who do comedy in this town, he's paddling in the other direction. And I'm like, oh, dude, yeah, no, you probably shouldn't go there. There's a dating island back there. And he's like, oh, okay, yeah, cool, thanks for the warning. And I paddle for a little bit. And I look behind me, and there's a smoke, there's smoke coming up from there. I was like, they built a fire. Well, okay, wait, all right, so this was a dating island that was, just only accepting interesting people. I get it. Just be honest is what I'm saying. I feel bad because, the one person who was honest with me, showed up during the night when I'm having the whole bitter rejection set. I was so worried she thought I was talking about her. But I've made enough eye contact to explain that, no, I'm not talking about you. You were the one that was honest with me. My name is Joel Elliott, guys. You can follow my awkward handle on Twitter by following @awkwardhandle on Twitter. I was recently named by an Italian blog to be a funny human case. I think something was lost in translation. I believe that was their translation of the phrase homeless comic. Because when I first started doing stand-up comedy, I was straight out of a divorce. I was living on the street. It was a whole thing. And I tweeted recently, when I was a homeless comic, I made friends. I had a bunch of friends, but now that I talk openly about mental illness from the stage, people are distant, Hashtag stigma, hashtag BPD. And they retweeted me, but it came out like, when I was funny human case, I had friends. Now that I am out of the closet, all are gone. And definitely not exactly what I was trying to say, But I checked with my Italian fan. I was like, how way off base was this? But so now that's my new title, Funny Human Case. Because one of my friends just PM'd me on Facebook that that I'm a valuable person and whatnot, and that to him, he sees me as the most human person that he knows. And it's like, okay, that's an honor, but have you looked at humanity lately? It's pathetic. The human condition seems to be like pretty much like suffering, right? Suffering and loss and grief. So being the most human person you know is not exactly what I am aspiring to be. I'm just accidentally getting there with my brutal honesty. Oh my, we just keep swimming, right? That's what we do. Come out to shows, because I am just gonna, despite the fact that I am seeing my audience shrink because I'm talking openly about mental health awareness, I'm gonna keep doing it. You know what? Because screw you guys, I got something to say. And also because there's stigma, because when people are like, people talk about mental illness, just the fact that my audience is shrinking, that means that there's a problem. That means that people should be able to talk about it without shame. I consider talking about my radio career tonight just to not unsettle you guys, but you know what? I don't care. The last review that I got from a show was, I found that man to be unsettling. But you know what? I was making a good point about mental illness, and hey, I'm just gonna keep doing that. Okay, so the last thing I want to tell you is, ladies, please stop pushing me into relationships. Please stop pushing me to get deeper in. Like I said, I've been asking people out. And often when I ask a girl out, she'll tell me, well, yeah, okay, I'll spend time with you, but let's just be friends. And I'm like, slow your roll. Like, who said we were friends, all right? Like, you haven't even agreed to spend time with me yet. Okay, until you agree to spend time with me and respect me like a human being, let's just be acquaintances. Maggie Myers, you've been great. I, on the other hand, have obvious trust issues.
Joel Elliott, everybody. Give it up one more